exploring new territory today. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Just gonna see what happens here. Actually, I did come here already. But I'm going somewhere different, so like, it's partial truth. Partial truth. I just haven't showed this part, so. I don't know what these trees are. But yeah, so yesterday we went to the elephant sanctuary and this amazing waterfall, which was fucking really cool. I'll share that in a future video when I got time to put it all together, cut out what's not needed, you know, try to make it enjoyable to watch. Kind of learning as I go here. I learned so much about elephants though. I already knew they were cool, but like just to witness them and to watch them, like yeah, I'll share some of what I learned, I guess. So the males are aggressive and territorial, which, I mean, that's pretty common with a lot of other animals. But the females, the way that they're with the babies was really, really cool. They're like really protective and they shield the baby, and like if the baby makes a sound, the rest of the other ones will come immediately to the baby, and the females all stick together. I learned what these are. These are called shrines. The elephant sanctuary owner was telling me about them. Yesterday, I got a bit of that, I think, on video, so I can share that. But yeah, let's just go over here for a second. Look at these chairs, how cool. Alright, I'm not gonna stick around in here. I don't know. I don't know if I should be in here or not, but so yeah, the elephants, they're really protective of the baby, which makes sense as far as survival is concerned. Then I was learning that that elephants were used in war, in the Thai War, and before the, what do you call it? Before the modern Thai flag, the one that is blue, red, and I think white, you know, just the stripes. I think that was adopted in 1917. But before that, it was pretty sure it was an orange flag with like an elephant in the middle. And the elephants were used in war to carry soldiers, and supplies. Basically, they were like a transport because the Thais lacked, you know, vehicles or horses or something. But yeah, that's definitely didn't happen in the West, right? I don't think they were riding woolly mammoths in any wars that I know of. I like learning about history and stuff, especially like I study Muay Thai, so I'm actually interested in a lot of wars and warrior stuff. So yeah, that was cool. But elephants, like, I'm really curious to know more about Ganesha, the Hindu god, which is an elephant. Yeah, they're just really fascinating and extremely intelligent. He was telling us that elephants see humans as like cute, like we're puppies or something. And apparently they run really fast too. Like, I think like what they told me yesterday was like 45 kilometers an hour or miles an hour. I don't know. But I guess you could look that up if you're curious. Don't take my word for it. Yeah, elephants they also seem like really happy, like joyful. They even train them to like spray on command, which is cool. Apparently they can also do like basic math. Anyway, I guess I'll just share all that in that elephant sanctuary video I'm gonna make with the footage I got. I wanted to get more of like, I would love to do a legit documentary where I actually had more time to ask questions and to get more of that stuff, but it is what it is. I still got some cool stuff, I think. Haven't had a chance to look at it, but yeah. So now we're back into the groove of yoga and our yoga training. I think I can talk a bit more about that because I've only briefly talked about it. What I can say is I'm really happy I came to the East to learn it. For obvious reasons. If those reasons aren't obvious, well, it originated here. So it's closer to the source, I did want to go to India, but I also wanted to go to Thailand for Muay Thai, so it's like, I felt like it was a healthy compromise because I have all Indian teachers here anyway, so, and the school is connected to Rikikesh. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's where I wanted to go to do yoga, and this way I can have a little bit of both worlds. So we wake up at 5 a.m., do morning prayer, followed by pranayama breathing. Right, these are each separate classes. I'm just gonna walk through here and then I'll carry on with the conversation. So after pranayama breathing, we do Ashtanga practice, which is, for those that don't know, it's a physical form of yoga, and all of this stuff is yoga, right? So like in the West, we think of yoga as, Lululemon pants, but that's not what yoga is, right? Some people know that. I knew that coming here. That's why I came here. But yeah, those of us, some people in the West, they see it as a physical thing, but that's only one little aspect of yoga. Anyway, Ashtanga is a traditional yoga practice, and I actually really love Ashtanga. I like systems because like even in martial arts, it's just you know what you're doing, and then you can transcend it in a way through practice. Sorry, Cap. And through that practice, you can get into what, focus on your breath and really synchronize your breath to the movement, right? You don't have to consciously, anytime you're learning something, you have to think about what you're doing, right? But when it becomes unconscious and like systematic, you can then move your focus and attention and awareness to things like your breath. And then once you even get a little bit better, that breath becomes, look at this cutie. That breath also becomes automatic, right? And then, yeah, you can, it's a meditation. Anyway, so Ashtanga, and then we eat breakfast after that. And then we do Karma Yoga, which is like a service, selfless service. So like we just clean the studio or the place we practice. I'm gonna go this way. So we've been over there. We might go there still, because I like going there. But let's see what's over here. So yeah, you hear that river. I guess the water's flowing from here, this pond, through there. I don't know if that's important or not. Anyway, so yeah. Then after Karma Yoga, we got Yoga Philosophy, which I actually really dig that class. And all my teachers are amazing. They all are unique in their own ways. Like, one of them kind of focuses on the asanas, right? He teaches us the physical aspects. Another one is more about the breath and the mind, right? He teaches us just what I said. And then the other teacher, which is our yoga philosophy teacher, kind of focuses more on the deeper meaning of yoga, and yeah, almost like a more spiritual class. And they all have a great sense of humor, which I really enjoy and appreciate. You know, it's kind of like that guru sense of humor. They won't necessarily answer your question directly if you have one. They'll let you come to the conclusion and almost tease you along the way, which I find really enjoyable, especially when I'm not the one being teased, you know. But yeah, it's just fun. Like, yeah, anyway, so what I say, yoga philosophy, this is after breakfast, followed by yoga anatomy and physiology, right? So that's, again, more about the mind, like learning. All of this is connected, by the way, and part of yoga. And then we eat lunch. So then after lunch we have a bit of a break, and that's when a lot of us people either, I don't know, they go do their own thing. We get a couple hours to digest, I guess, our food and what we've been learning, recharge, recuperate, whatever. Go for a walk, like what I'm doing right now. And then after that we have another physical asana. Asana means posture, like poses, I think, you know. At least that's what I think of it, you know. Yeah, so then we have that, and that's a hatha class, which I think hatha is the original yoga. It's a little bit less physically demanding than Ashtanga. Ashtanga is more of like a flow. Hatha, the purpose of hatha is to like just prepare your spine and like your body for meditation. And the coolest part about it is that after hatha class, we do go and we have I think it's our final class. It's meditation class. And by the end of all this, like, man, that meditation class for me has been like fire, like in a good way. You know, it's sweet. I've been having some really great meditations. Probably some of the best I've ever had in my entire life, and this is like our second or third full day. So yeah, it's kind of exciting for me, because I'm like, I don't know if this is the hatha class, you know, or if it's just everything. And I should also mention that we're eating like a pretty strict vegetarian diet, which again is also part of yoga. So like, it's like this yoga boot camp, which is just I'm really grateful and happy that I chose to do this, or that this is just part of my path, right? Like, who knows what choices, or there's always something that something that leads us to our decisions, right? But one thing that I learned in yoga philosophy today is that our emotions are our most powerful and highest our emotions are I wrote this down. I might be butchering it right now. Our emotions are like one of the greatest external forces on our beings as humans, which makes sense, right? They drive you to act. So, and yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I think certain choices it's almost like they brew, and then eventually something that will happen in your life, which is a tipping point for that change that has been brewing to then become reality and manifest, right? And that choice that you think you've made, or that you have made, right? It's just, there's multiple factors that go into things that that maybe we don't always consider. But this is what yoga is about, and that we're learning. You know, we're connected to everything, and it's like you didn't choose to be born, At least, I mean, I guess some people will say that. But I don't consciously remember being chosen, like choosing to be born. Maybe I'm not a psychic person or something, but I think you know what I'm saying. Alright, we reached that secret river. Apparently you can cross this river. So yeah, that's pretty much the... Let's cross this river today and see where it goes. Let me check the time. I don't want to miss class. Alright, I'm good. But yeah, that's basically the schedule. And I'm really digging it, like I said. But that's just... I love yoga to begin with, so I wouldn't necessarily say this is like for everybody, but it's definitely for me. That guy, that's sweet. He's washing his truck in the river. Yeah, don't fall, Nathan. Woo. That was a tippy rock. Whoa, okay. We'll see where this goes, but yeah, so this is just I'm just rambling and riffing things that have been in my experience. But the meditation, like, I know some people can't get excited about meditation, but like, I do. Look how beautiful those rocks are. I guess, like, if you don't meditate or have never done yoga, there's many forms. I always hear people say, like, oh, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. It's like, first of all, that's only one aspect of yoga. Second of all, you get flexible by doing yoga. And what it brings to your life is it's really undeniable and only something that you can experience. But yeah, or even just doing meditation, which I recently learned, if you take away the A in yoga, so just yog, and my pronunciation sucks, but whatever. It's just the mental side of, it's meditation. When you add the A, what I learned too, so in Sanskrit, like, which is I think it's the most ancient language in mankind or known to humans. Again, I'm learning, right? I could be wrong. I have no idea. This is what I'm told. Yeah, so the pronunciations are like really important. Coming from the West, like we have a really basic language. So even just saying yoga, this is what our philosophy teacher tells us, versus yoga, there's a distinction. And that A apparently represents feminine strength. And what they told us is without females, there's no man, which that makes sense to me, right? and just watching the elephants yesterday, right? I'll bring it full circle. Like the way that the females protect and raise the child, and there's also no children without men. But yeah, I do. It's a harmony, right? It's a balance. There's male and female forces, and duality. Okay, I'm gonna cross this river again. But what I was saying was the way that the females raise the elephant and protect the young, like that's so important to survival, right? That nurturing quality. And yeah. Okay, let me cross this. I don't want to fall in. So we learn from our mistakes, right? Watch. This guy is, be mindful, right? This guy was stable. Boom. Boom. Alright, then you make it across without falling in and losing your camera. Alright, let's continue. Is anybody following my train of thought, or is this just all nonsense? So yeah, that nurturing quality. And oh yeah, that's what we were talking about, yoga. So the A represents the physical part of yoga. And yoga with the extended A. And anybody who watches this that is in my program or whatever, you know where I'm getting this from. But yeah, that's what the emphasis on the and the physical part of yoga and the Lululemon pants. I think that's the insider joke. You know, in the West, that's all we focus on, right? The physical. There's no real depth to anything. Well, that's not fair to say, but we take what we want and just neglect what we don't want if it's too difficult. If that makes any sense. That's a Western kind of mentality. And like I said, that's why I'm very happy I came to the East. And even if I wasn't doing yoga, it's just a very immersive thing for me right now. Yeah, it's just a little bit different here, a little bit more community centric or like oriented. And I think the West needs this. Like, we got a lot of issues that need to be remedied or solved or worked on, or even have awareness brought to them, right? That's what yoga is all about. That's what meditation is all about. Not trying to control or dictate your thoughts, just observing them, letting them be. And it's like when you have a bottle of water or a jar or something filled with sand and you keep shaking that bottle, that sand keeps, there's no clarity, right? But if you let it rest and you just observe, eventually all that sand will settle at the bottom, and there's your clarity, right? That's what the goal of meditation is, just to bring awareness to your thoughts, right? And like I said in a previous video, anxiety has been part of my experience in recent times, and in other times there's been the absence of it, right? And especially when I was like doing yoga. So the healing nature of bringing awareness to what to your suffering is a healthy thing to do. Instead of masking or running away, you know, like for instance, I'm hot, so I should drink some water and not suffer from the heat. Alright, this is the ending point. I'm only here for so long, so like, I don't really care if I double or triple or quadruple or do this walk 30 times. I only got 30 times before on to the next thing, right? So there's no need to, if it's working, don't try to fix it. Alright, peace.